Okay, The Art of Drumming, Reading Text in 6/8. It's Volume 2. Today we're on page 14, and we're going to experiment with 32nd notes, 8th notes, and 16th notes in 6/8. This page is relatively simple. We're going to count the downbeat as is. For example, if you look at measure number 1, you see 4 32nd notes. Now, the counting system for 32nd notes in 6/8 is 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the 4E and the. So this is very, very, very simple. It's just going to be 1E and the. Now, we have two 16th notes, and the counting system for 16th notes in 6/8 is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now we have the combination of the 32nd notes and the 16th notes, which is 1E and the 2 and. And we have an 8th note, and the 8th note counting in 6/8 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the standard downbeat for 6/8 would be on 1 and 4. Example, I would play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if I turn the metronome on, that's at 60. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. However, to understand how this rhythm falls into 6/8, we're going to use the metronome in a different way. We're going to use 60, but we're going to use each tick as a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I have that on, that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 16th notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 30 seconds. 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the 4E and the 5E and the 6E and the. Now the metronome, you could use in a variety of different ways, and I'm selecting this particular way to explain this page with the metronome. The first thing we're going to do is not use the metronome so you understand the notation, and then we'll apply it to the metronome. Okay, page 14, line 1, measure number 1. 32nd notes, 16th notes, and an 8th note. We have 1E and the 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6. Now what I did is I made 4 measures the same so you will feel or understand the notation a lot better, and just over and over and over again. I'm going to play the first line slow. 1E and the 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6. 1E and the 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6. 1E and the 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6. 1E and the 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6. Now notice my sticks, if I'm using both of them, are at one level constantly, and I'm maintaining one sound. There is no dynamics, there is no more accents. It's just to understand how this particular notation falls in 6/8. Now we're going to do it with the metronome at 60, line 1. Now remember, we're counting, each tick is a count as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1E and the 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6. 1E and the 2 and 3, 4, 5. Same sound. 6. 1E and the 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6. 1E and the 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now, line 2, again, I wrote the same figure 4 times so you would understand it a lot better. And it's just going over something and over something, and you get the feel of it. Now, it's just a combination of the 8th note, the 16th, and the 32nd. This time, the 8th note falls on the 1, the 32nds fall on the 2, and the 16ths fall on the 3. Second line, first measure, half. 1, 2e and the 3, and. Okay, we'll complete it. 4, 5, 6. Now, the whole measure at once. 1, 2e and the 3, and 4, 5, 6. Now, it repeats itself 4 times, and I wrote it out 4 times, not using any kind of repeat sign saying to repeat the measures 3 more times. It's just one straight line of the same rhythm. So we'll turn the metronome on 60, and we'll play the line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2e and the 3, and 4, 5, 6. 1, 2e and the 3, and 4, 5, 6. 1, 2e and the 3, and 4, 5, 6. 1, 2e and the 3, and 4, 5, 6. Okay, that completes the second line. And now the third line, I did the same thing. I did the same variables as the 8th note, the 16th, and the 32nd, but in a different place. All right, there are 4 measures the same. So I'm going to do the third line, the first measure, half. 1, 2, 3e and complete it, which would be 4 and 5, 6. As you see, it's one line of the same thing, so you become used to the figure and feel it. Now I'm going to play with the metronome. That's the count. That's going to be 1, 2. Here we go. 3, 4, 5, line 3, 6. 1, 2, 3e and the 4 and 5, 6. 1, 2, 3e and the 4 and 5, 6. 1, 2, 3e and the 4 and 5, 6. 1, 2, 3e and the 4 and 5, 6. That completes the third line. And again, we go to the fourth line, and again, I did the same figure 4 times. And just so you become used to the variables within the 6/8 feel. Okay, now we're going to do line 4, first measure, half, which is just the 3/8 notes. 1, 2, 3. Now we go to 4, 5, 6, which would be 4e and the 5 and 6. Now I'm going to play the whole measure without the metronome, just the one measure of line 4, measure number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4e and the 5 and 6. Now turn the metronome on. Each tick. 1, line 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4e and the 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4e and the 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4e and the 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4e and the 5 and 6. That completes line 4. Line 5, again, I did some variables here of how the 8th note and the 32nd note and the 16th note can fall, and I made 4 measures the same so you will feel it. First measure, first part of line 5. Measure number 1, line 5, half the measure. 1, 2, 3. Second half of the measure, 4, 5e and the 6 and. Okay, I'm going to play the whole line with the metronome. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5e and the 6 and. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5e and the 6 and. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5e and the 6 and. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5e and the 6 and. Okay, line 6, first measure, the half of the first measure. Again, we have combinations of the 8th note, the 32nd note, and the 16th. Line 6, half the measure. 1 and 2 E and the 3. Half the other half of line 6, measure number 1, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now we're going to play it with the metronome at 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2 E and the 3. 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2 E and the 3. 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2 E and the 3. 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2 E and the 3. 4, 5, 6. Now, that completes page 14. Combination of 32nds, 16ths, and 8ths. It's just some of the very few varieties of the ways these can be placed within the measure, within the line. Okay, so I hope this helps you. And one good exercise, and I've given you a table of time in the book. What I would do, just to feel with the tempo, the difference of the 8th note, the 16th note, and the 32nd note, is I would play one measure of 8th notes, one measure of 16ths, one measure of 32nds, and back to one measure of 8ths, one measure of 16ths, one measure of 32nds. Now, I would recommend starting off very slow so you get the feel and the evenness of the downbeat, of the distance in between each downbeat, the note placement. So we have 60. I'm going to do one measure of 8ths, one measure of 16ths, one measure of 32nds. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 16ths. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 30 seconds. 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the 4 E, 5 E and the 6, 1. Okay, I will do that over and over and over again so you get the feel of this particular page or the feel of the whole 6/8. All right, that will complete page 14. And if you have any problems, you have my website, my contact information, and good luck. Any questions are welcome, and if I could help in any way, I will. Thank you.